Have you ever wondered where do e-cigarettes actually come from, or as we call them, vapes? Some people tend to think that maybe it came in China. There was a guy that we call a pharmacist called Hon Lik in China in about 2003 that created these vapes. But the truth is, it started in 1930 with the first patent from Joseph Robinson. Then we went to 1965 and there was a failed prototype by Herbert Gilbert. And then this refused to reach the commercial success that it was planned for. Then we went into 1990 and a lot of companies like Philip Morris and all of these big companies decided to create their own designs, their own devices. There were more adaptations to the devices, and truly, in 2003, Honlik in China developed his own prototype, which was actually more successful. It's the standard for the modern day vape or e cigarettes, as we call them.
He was basically a genius at this.
After this, they became very popular in Europe and in the whole of US. It was allowed for importation. Actually, the first import ruling for e-cigarettes was recorded in US customs. Okay, here we started to go into regulation by Barack Obama and giving FDA the full power over this. So it was recognized as a tobacco product. And in 2011, two countries, Argentina and Singapore, said they were going to ban this forever. It's not even allowed till now. And then when we went to 2012, we saw the first vape bash party in Chicago, USA. As we continue to move forward, we see that more people tend to release their own products like RJ Reynolds in 2013, and we even saw that even NGOs started to provide free vapes for veterans in 2013 as well. Then, as we move on to 2014 and within 2020, we see first the FDA is in full control of the vapes. And as we move forward, we see the CASA trying to testify against the FDA, trying to make regulations, trying to say, oh, it's a bad product for the people. And then next, we have Altria. They tend to launch their own vape. As I said, a lot of people start to launch their own vape during this time. Then next, we start to see that some people recognize vape as a medicine for addicts, for drug addicts. And then the CDC tried to warn against this because they were like, the smoking is declining and the vape is increasing. But then after this, we tend to see that there was more lung damage in teenagers and adults who were vaping. It led to something that we called E-valley. E-valley is a disease that shows lung damage, especially from children, teenagers, or adults who vape. So after this happened, people started to ban vapes in different states. Governors would release statements that vapes will not be allowed in these places, in public places or in parks or etc. And then after this, we see that teenagers kept on increasing, like who take vapes, they kept on increasing. A lot of people started to take vapes, even children. And then there were lawsuits from parents and from corporations, and mostly from the insurance companies as well. And here we could see that there were more regulations. You will see symbols when you go to public places where they say no vaping, no smoking. So both of them started to be recognized as harmful. Before it was seen as a medicine, but now it's recognized as harmful. And more legal battles continue to ensue after this was seen, because first it was advertised as such a good thing, but it's not. It's really not. But people did not know this, and now that they know, there's a lot of lawsuits. As I said, basically the CDC kept on warning that this has a lot of health risks. It's very bad. Even the surgeons in the US started to warn against use vaping and brain, the whole of nicotine, how it affects the brain in teenagers. And then there were so much warnings against vaping. More research has continued in the last 2 years in 2023, but they keep showing us that vaping has lots of risk. We will continue next time. Please subscribe. Bye.